Brock Purdy? Is he on the verge of finalizing an extension with the 49ers as well? What do you think? Best guess.
On the verge. I mean, on the
Like in
verge
the
would be
next
like
4 weeks.
Yeah, I think it might take a little bit longer than that. I don't think this is anything that's going to bleed into training camp, though. I keep looking at when the other deals had been signed, and all the other deals were signed around June, July. A couple of them bled into September. I'm talking quarterback deals around the league, not
Yeah, Jordan
49er
Love was
deals, by the
July,
way.
right?
Yeah, Jordan Love was July. Tua was July. I think Herbert was July. Kyler Murray. So this is around the time frame. I would expect that it gets done in the next 8 weeks, which is plenty of time before the season. I also never thought that even if the contract was going crazy and they were far apart, that Brock Purdy would ever be the type of guy to hold out anyways. I just think that he's going to be there. He's going to show up and a deal will eventually get done. And I can't wait for the deal to get done because I'm going to be so curious as to what is it structured like? Where are the outs? How much money is it really guaranteed? Because again, that to me is going to tell you exactly how they feel about Brock. They can dress it up as 60 million or 55 million and do all of that. But what is the actual guarantees? The fully guaranteed, not the reported guarantee, but that fully guarantee. And when are those outs? Because that will tell you what they really think of him. So I'm excited for it.
Fred is up to get signed as well. Isn't that true?
That is true. He has 2 years left on his deal, but yeah.
If they don't, it's 29.5 million cap hit if they don't restructure Fred.
Right. So walk with me. I mean, tell me how crazy this sounds. I think because the Niners have the leverage. I mean, the last time we heard the Niners talk about how they felt about where they stood with the contract negotiation, I believe it was Jed at the owners' meetings, right? And that was all over the place. Like Jed didn't necessarily give off a vote of confidence that it was gonna get done. I mean, as a matter of fact, he left comments that made you kind of think that he was letting Brock know, like, hey, when you're ready to come to the table with what we've offered, maybe we can have a conversation. But until then, nothing. What if the Niners have they have the leverage? Brock can simply just play, right? And play for 2 more years, right? They don't have to do anything. What if they've just moved on and said, you know what? We understand what we want to do with this kid. He's not moving. Come on, George. Let's get this over with. Sign George. Go ahead and get Fred done. And then there's a possibility that they don't even get Brock Purdy done this.
Prize Picks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. Prize Picks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So when I'm doing Prize Picks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a Prize Picks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play Prize Picks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you.
I think Brock gets done personally. I think Brock is going to be – I think it's going to be a lot less than some of the numbers that have been thrown out there. I think it's like 49, 50 million. I don't think it's more than that. I think Brock settles for it. I think the 49ers – make it happen, and I think it happens pretty quickly, actually. I think it'll happen in the next 2-3 weeks. I think that's what's going to happen with Brock. I don't think Brock thinks he deserves 60, 65 million, even if his agent is fighting for it. I think deep down inside, he's going to be thrilled to get 50. He's going to be thrilled to be the franchise quarterback of the 49ers, and he's not going to stick to his guns like the Nick Bosa's, Brandon Ayuk's of the world. He'll settle, and I think they'll work it out, and I think they'll work it out pretty quickly. That's what I think happens.
I'm with Ryan on this one. I mean, George and Brock just spent like a week together in Nashville. vacationing, whatever. Their wives were there too. I imagine they talked a little bit of business. And then what does George do? Well, they both show up to OTAs. George a day late. And then George signs his extension. And it's a little bit of a compromise from what we understand from Diana Rossini. He wanted $20 million a year. He wanted the 2. He didn't get the 2. He got 19.1. And he was, generous and gracious to give that up. So look, now we cut to Brock. Is he going to hold out for the 5, or is he going to like graciously, generously accept $49 million a year? That's sort of the George Kittle move. And I think he's going to ultimately do it. And I think what's so funny about accepting $49 million a year as opposed to holding out for 51 is you're a freaking saint for accepting $49 million a year. Oh my God, you're a team player and you gave back to the community in the locker room. And it's still $49 million a year. So I think he's smart enough to figure out that he's the good guy if he takes $49 million a year. And if as soon as he get in that 5 range, fans are going to side eye him like, you're greedy, you're hurting us, you're not worth it. I think he's going to, in 2 weeks, maybe 3, $49 million. I think he's going to accept it. 49.1, 0.4.
I tweeted out 49 was
that low.
I tweeted out that 49 was my threshold for Brock like a month or 2 ago. And I think that's ultimately, you're right. That's what it's going to come back to. Something like that.
Yeah, it's like, look, George, we like you, but we're not giving you the 2. We love you, Brock, but we're not giving you the 5. And they'll be like, all right. I mean, George said okay. I think Brock will say okay as well. And if he doesn't, trade him. That's too late. No, it's not. You got Curtis Rourke. If you guys watch his highlights, love him.
Yeah.
Watch his film. I posted a thing of his film. I actually kind of like him.
Did you watch the All 22? Because it doesn't count.
Did.
It wasn't All 22.
I like,
there you go.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
your
I said
comparison.
film, Grant, not highlights. Okay, bud.
That's right.
Jesse, I like your comparison of him or whoever it was. I don't know if it's Jesse or Grant who said Kirk Cousins. It's a very good comparison, I think.
That wasn't me. That was Grant. Yeah.
Grant.